Hey all, welcome back. So just we were discussing on the narration of data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, generative AI, all these kind of the aspects. Now let us conclude this particular session in terms of how we need to be ready for other aspects like natural language processing, computer vision, reinforcement learning. Okay, and thereafter we are having some sort of understanding AI and data science in everyday life, and thereafter just the career pathways, which is most important, and installation of the navigator. As I said, in the first video, how we are infusing our coding to this particular Jupyter notebook and all. Probably after this video, okay, just we'll start with the hands-on learning. Now, if you refer the other aspects, friends, to just to recollect what we have done, we have seen what exactly data science and machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence. Now we are moving ahead with the natural language processing, which is very very important, friends, because specifically if you consider my team, I need many NLP members. So this particular NLP is nothing but a field of AI that enables machines to understand, interpret and respond to human language. Suppose if I'm saying something, and based on that particular thing, system should respond. Such kind of the systems we are now developing actually. So example, Google Translate, sentiment analysis of social media post, and virtual assistant to understand the voice commands, whether the emotional or whether he is sad or happy, all these kind of the things. And parallel to this, friends, we are having another field called the computer vision, a field of AI. As I said, if you consider AI as a superset, all these other aspects, machine learning, and as well as within that I am having the deep learning. Okay, like that we are having some all these aspects as a common area. Okay, but ultimately AI leads everything, which is nothing but whatever the intelligent aspects we are doing to empower the systems. Okay, so that comes under the narration of the artificial intelligence. So this computer vision enables machines to see and interpret visual content like images and as well as the videos, and face detection in mobile phone. Suppose while using this Apple i16 or i17, whatever we are using, okay, just it is without entering any passcode. Okay, just it is recognizing our face and it allowing us to access the apps. And defect detection in manufacturing. Now in mechanical and as well as the civil works, okay, just there is a kind of the inventory system, and where I need to understand, okay, whether the safety measures are properly followed or not, all these kind of the things, defect detection. Traffic monitoring system, which is nothing but, okay, if the traffic is heavy, is there any indication to the control room, and how do we manage that kind of the convention, all these things. If any truck is there in the traffic, then immediately forces the police force should be the traffic police should go there and clear the traffic, all these kind of the indications. Coming to the computer vision. Now reinforcement learning already we have seen, which is nothing but reward based. Like if you see the type of the machine learning, where an agent learns by interacting with the environment and receiving rewards or penalties. If it is receiving the reward, it moves forward. If it is receiving the penalty, then it has to change the kind of the path. Okay, like trial and error kind of the learning. Example, gaming, okay, and self-driving cars, and as well as the robotics. So this is something like which is just to give you the clarification about, because many terms will come and go, friend, but only the point is how do you see, where do you fit is also most important. Some people who are very much interested to fix their career in natural language processing, because they want to handle the text based processing mainly. And computer vision, some people are very much curious about video kind of the research, or they want to venture their career into that model. Or some people are very much curious about deep learning aspects, neural networks, all these kind of things. It all depends on you, but I will be covering all these aspects so that you can get to know what is the strength of this course. And now after that, just I want to give you some more narrations, which is related to some sort of understanding of AI data science in everyday life, because knowingly unknowingly we are making use of okay, that data science and artificial intelligence. Already we have seen why Python for data science, which is pretty simple and which comes with many libraries, so that it is easy to use those kind of thing. And another important thing is it is easy to integrate any other tool with Python. Such kind of the flexibilities are there, so that we are making use of this Python for data science. And machine learning, Netflix, if you are viewing, friend, there is a, suppose if you see some kind of the Superman series or whatever, and obviously it recommends some other series which is related to that particular fictional characters and all these kind of the things. So Netflix, YouTube, all these kind of things strongly use the machine learning. And deep learning, if you see, now imagine teaching a child to recognize faces. Deep learning is something like, which is uh, in our phone book also. Sometimes if you are not saving your friend mobile number or your father or mother mobile number, immediately just you can type and through the keypad, and you can able to call your friend or your parents. So it is something like okay, you are having that mechanism in your mind. Similarly, deep learning also just is kind of neurons working in the layers to build the understanding, that I will be covering, friend. Just to notify you, just I am giving the introduction. And NLP already we have seen. For example, suppose if you are want to play your favorite song, or if you want to give some kind of the sentence, obviously Google also while writing your email, it is supporting some kind of the text for you. So that is the language based emotions, sentiments, and all these kind of the things. So it's like having a friend who just gets what you are trying to say, something like that, definitely. And computer vision is something, where Google Photos and search for more. And it clearly mentions, suppose if you go to Chandigarh, if you go to some kind of the Ahmedabad, obviously it notifies you. And sometimes, those photos and all we can click just after 1 week or 10 days, again it recommends, it shows us, okay, so these are all the photos we have gone to Ahmedabad and you took the pictures there, and you have gone to Coimbatore and you have taken the pictures there, and you went to this Mumbai, okay, from airport you would have taken some photos and all these kind of things. Okay, search for all these text based, or if you give some text and tagged with the kind of the photos or videos, it will bring up. And reinforcement learning, as I said, think of how you learn to play your favorite video game. You made mistakes and learned what worked and kept on improving. It's a reward based kind of thing. So it is also similar to that. And generative AI is which is very curious, friends, like chat GPT writing stories, or an AI tuning text into art. That's exactly the generative AI. It's not just about analyzing the data, but creating something new, like how we turn ideas into poems, essays, or designs. Creativity powered by AI. Though I am talking about these topics, friends, it is you to learn and practice, so that that itself shows that how you are creating from this particular courses, and how we are practicing your lessons and all, and how we are cracking the interviews. Okay, that way just all these particular things are inbuilt features. Only the thing is how do we manage these kind of the conventions with respect to our career journey. Okay, that is the most important aspect. And thereafter, career pathways, which is most important aspects, friends. As I told you, it is you to decide which kind of the genre you fit. Just I'm giving in a simplest way. If you want to become a data analyst, you need to have the data cleaning, exploratory data analysis, data storytelling. These are all the traits of a data analyst. And you can make use of the Python, SQL, Excel, Power BI, and Tableau. Okay, so if you want to become a data analyst, you need to have these kind of the skill set. And if you want to become a data scientist, you should know the statistical modeling, machine learning algorithms, data wrangling. Okay, like collecting, cleaning, and pre-processing, all these aspects. And for this the tools and technologies required are Python, SQL, MongoDB, Tableau, and Jupyter notebook, etc. And if you want to become a machine learning engineer, training the models, feature engineering, and as well as the deployment. Here also Python and some sort of the cloud tools like GCP, AWS or Azure like that, and Flask and Git and Fast API. And these things are pretty much important to become a ML engineer. And deep learning specialist, as I said, NLP, deep learning, computer vision, people are very less friends actually. I suggest you can venture your career. Suppose if you want to start and if you want to get more pay and as well as more recognition and visibility, definitely you can venture your career in deep learning, NLP, and as well as the computer vision. So in deep learning, you need to have the neural networks, CNNs or RNNs, and transfer learning, these kind of the skills. And tools, of course, TensorFlow, Keras, PyTorch, GPU, all these kind of the technologies or tools you need. And NLP engineer, predominantly you need to process the text, large language models, sentiment analysis, chatbot development, all these things companies are looking in the NLP engineer profile. And NLTK, Spacey, Hugging Face, and Transformers, OpenAPI, all these OpenAI API, all these things are nothing but the tools and technologies required for the NLP engineer. And computer vision engineer, like object detection, pattern recognition, image processing, all these things related to the computer vision engineer. And the tools and technologies, OpenCV, TensorFlow, PyTorch, YOLO, Mask, RCNN, all these are the various tools and technologies we need to practice. And then another thing is, friends, I observed, see, if I am publishing a data scientist, I'm able to get some 1,000 applicants, more or less, with all these kind of the tools and technologies. If I am publishing data engineers, especially in Hadoop and as well as the Spark based, I receive very less applications, friends, actually, comparatively. So maybe 200 or 250 like that. So still there is a need for the lot of data engineering profiles, so that I, after NLP, OpenCV and all these things, this is another genre you can venture. Suppose if you want to avoid the traffic in recruitment. So big data, you need to have the distributed computing, batch and stream processing. The tools also, Hadoop, Spark, PySpark, MongoDB, Hadoop distributed file system, MapReduce, all these are the important aspects, tools and technologies you have to learn. And then MLOps engineer, nowadays, some other profiles also we need, okay, rather than a strong data scientist, data engineering team. In the deployment also there is a need actually. Once you start with the model, and model deployment should be there, okay, to hand over to the client or to test in the premise, on premise. So for that, model packaging, CI/CD, scalable deployment. So these are all the terms we borrowed from the DevOps actually. Okay, continuous integration, continuous delivery, and all these kind of thing. And here Flask, Fast API, GCP, Docker, Kubernetes, Streamlit. Because Python, due to the flexibility of the programming language, it is easy for us to integrate with any other tool, friends, actually. So that opens a new avenues for new profiles actually by the companies. And AI product manager, this is also most important aspect, where the person should behave like a subject matter expert. AI concept, data strategy, client communication. In the beginning of the session we discussed this point actually, client facing and all. And the project management tools, agile methods, and business analytics. Okay, these are all the important aspect if you want to become a AI product manager. And generative AI engineer, now if you see, out of 10, 7 jobs are devoted to this generative AI. And of course they are asking the uh, capabilities of NLP, OpenCV, computer vision, etc. Now for this, you should be a good prompt engineer, and model fine tuning, and as well as the ethical AI practices with the GPT, BERT, T5, LangChain models, OpenAI, Google Vertex AI, Hugging Face. Okay, these are all the aspects. Don't worry, friends, no problem. Just we'll learn one by one. And this course is not in we are not going to complete any hurry burry way. Just this is a complete 6 months to 8 months. 6 months to 8 months. We completely dedicate the efforts, and so that you learn all the things without any hassle. Okay, that much time is definitely required. and that is you to decide whether you want to go what exactly, whether you want to become a data engineer, ML ops engineer, that just you focus on one path and build the project related to your portfolio, upload your work on GitHub regularly. Okay, so that also I'll take one session, how do we scope that particular uploading of the projects into GitHub. And most importantly friends, whether you want to become a DevOps engineer or software developer or any other AI based kind of the technologist, the most important requirement is curiosity. Okay, so that is most important thing. As AI is evolving fast, we need to grab the market in a best way. And then practice, of course, rather than focusing on perfection, just keep on practicing and build the consistency. This is how you need to project yourself to the market. Now I have given this particular, I'm just going through this uh, whatever the content I prepared for you friends. This Anaconda Navigator is a kind of place where it is providing various tools actually. Jupyter Notebook, Jupyter Lab, okay, all these kind of aspects were there. So just you can go through this. I'll upload in the document section of this video. So you can clearly see that in Anaconda website, just you select whatever the operating system you are having, and accordingly you download that. And installation process also clearly I mentioned friends, is a simple a typical window based installation only, and accordingly just you can mention these kind of the things. And Anaconda Navigator, once you okay approach, once you download and install that particular thing, within this you can go to the Jupyter Notebook. However, in our next session we are going to launch this particular Jupyter Notebook along with some hands-on kind of thing. We'll start from the next video. And once you launch this particular notebook, just you can start writing your code and enjoy the journey of the data science. Okay, so that's it, and hope you enjoyed the earlier videos along with the current video. And in the next video, as I said, just we'll start writing the code. And of course, if you face any installation issues, just drop a comment. And no problem friends, I am with you, and just will learn whatever the things required with, from the industry perspective, and I'll cover all the use cases and my experience and all these kind of the aspects which really helps you to understand the journey in a proper way. And your success is my success, and you should get benefit out of this videos. Okay, thank you very much, and see you back.